Thank you so much, Pastor Ranky. Yes, spread love and heal the world. Let love heal the world. Yes, indeed. It is love that we need to heal the world. Especially today, as we celebrate the International Criminal Justice Day, we are saying spread love and heal the world. Yes, we have a criminal litigator in the house who is joining us. Okay, he's joining us to lend his voice to say spread love also. And we are looking at the role of civil society in promoting international criminal justice. Please join me as I welcome Chamberlain Okere to the studio.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Should I say happy celebration or what will I say? Or International Criminal Justice
Yeah,
Day?
happy celebration is a
Okay.
time to celebrate. It's
Oh,
actually a time to celebrate. It brings a time where you see the downtrodden are given reasons to smile.
okay.
People who are victims of human rights abuses are given the cause to say, wow, there is now hope for
For
us.
them.
So
Okay.
it's a time to celebrate. It's actually a time to send congratulatory messages to everyone and say, wow, today is a day of remembrance. Because this is a day where powerful countries come together, in which Nigeria is also a signatory, and say nobody can be above the law.
Wow.
You get it? We've had situations where you see one person will have amassed so much wealth, so much power, and then you can see that as if he's even stronger than the country.
Okay.
You get it? So right now, this is the time to say it's a stop to all these things.
Okay.
So that is it. So it's actually a time for celebration.
Okay.
And we all should be happy about that.
Okay, so let's look at the significant contributions the civil societies or civil society organizations are making in this area.
Okay. The role of the civil societies cannot be overemphasized because they've really played a very significant role. And without the civil society, our voice will not be heard. Now, you know, so many countries came together and said, we are going to join our power to ensure that nobody, no matter how strong you are, will be able to violate the rights of any individual. And this right must have international recognitions. So without the civil societies, the international organizations are not here. So they need people who will give them hard evidences, hard records for them who can be able to bring their attention. So the civil societies, one of their role is to gather evidence. So they are there in the Boko Haram, they are there to get pictures, they are there to get evidence that human rights is being abused in this place. It's not just by saying it, they show pictorial evidences.
Yeah.
And some of them lost their lives. Some of them, when they find them with cameras or they find them with stuff, they lost their lives. So the civil society have done so much, and we are not really appreciating them enough. But the truth is that they've done so much. They make available these hard evidences for the international community to be aware that something relating to abuse of human rights is happening. They also go along to play the role of providing legal aid services, like legal representations. You see, sometimes, like you see, our prisons are very congested. So it is these civil societies, members of these civil societies, they sometimes even engage lawyers and tell them, okay, there are so many people in the prison here that so many of them are innocent. So many of them don't have legal representation. So they do their best.
And they don't even have the money.
They don't. Yeah. So the civil society comes out to provide funds for lawyers to help bring out those people from this. You see, in that way, the prison is decongested. They do so much. They even what they call it, spread awareness, educate people. They also tell people maybe if there is a tyrant, they take that pen to tell him what you're doing is wrong. So we're telling you to stop it, or else we will escalate these matters. These are what the civil societies do.
Okay.
They also, in the IDPs, they also provide relief materials, like mosquito nets, like food. Their roles are endless.
Oh.
You see, we don't actually recognize their efforts, but the civil society, without them, nobody will hear about us. Nobody will even know what is happening.
There are certain things that are happening and nobody will even know who the perpetrators,
Yeah.
or being able to even bring them to book to pay for their crimes.
And we don't really know the costs,
okay,
of these evidences that we see, and we see them. So many of them pay the cost with their life. So many of them are being caught while getting this information, and they are killed. They are killed on daily basis.
Okay.
So you see that their role is something that we cannot just talk in just in a minute.
Okay, when we talk about, for instance, okay, like International Criminal Justice Day, as we celebrate, I want us to look at some of the crimes we're talking about. A lot of people say, okay, they've heard back Boko Haram. You mentioned Boko Haram, but just for people that don't even understand some of the crimes we're talking about now, what are those crimes that you feel the international court intervenes, or
they are crimes that have international recognitions.
okay,
there are crimes that sometimes even the country feels, from their body language, these things are bigger than us, like terrorism.
okay,
You get it, like sometimes kidnapping. Sometimes there's some things, and there's some criminals like this. They are not hiding, but they feel nothing can happen to me. You
they
get
feel
it?
they're untouchable.
Yes. So, and that is why the international organizations are saying, if you think you're too big for your country, we all will hold our hands together and
fight.
suppress you.
Yeah.
So you see, it now makes ensures that everybody lives under the law, ensure that nobody is above the law. Because big countries will say, we are going to pool our resources together and we are going to succumb you. We are going to make sure you come to your knees. You get it? So it's actually a time for celebration. It's actually a time for victims of human rights to say, at last, something is happening.
Something is happening at last. Someone who is responsible for the pains they bear is being brought to book.
Yeah.
I think it's something to celebrate. I'm beginning to see the reasons why we should celebrate today. Okay, now let's look at the role, like you said, it's only when a country feels that, look, this act or this criminal act is too big for us to handle, that the International Criminal Court comes in. So at what point will a country, call for help? Let's put it that way.
It may not be that it is bigger than the country.
Okay.
It can be that maybe there is a cabal.
Oh.
You can see. It can be that maybe there is somebody who feels he is untouchable.
Okay.
That maybe he is bigger than the laws of the land. Anybody that talks, they'll silence him. It can be on several fronts. So when they see, oh, there are so many evidences linking you to a crime, but nobody is calling you to answer for it, just because you're too powerful, just because you have the resources,
or you feel you're too powerful.
Because you feel you're too powerful.
Let's use
that. Just because you feel like you're too powerful and nobody can call you to order.
Let's look at the role of ordinary citizens. Let's look at the role.
Now, you see, the justice, they said, is the minimum debt a man is owed. And when he's denied justice, he is declared worthless.
Yeah.
The project justice is a collective responsibility for everybody. So private individuals or individuals are also encouraged to they are also encouraged to fight. Are also encouraged to, when you see injustice being done, escalate it. If you see injustice being done, don't say it doesn't concern me. because an injustice done to one is an injustice done
Injustice
to
done
all.
to all.
So when you see it, when you have the access to contribute, uh, do it. When there's a crowdfunding, do it. When you can actually go to the IDPs, whatsoever you have, contribute. You get it. Share your records, share data, share things, give them relief materials. When you need to protest, there's a situation that needs to protest. This is a way we all can fight justice. You see, the law is an instrument of social engineering. I can tell you that there are so many lawyers that when they face injustice, they will also turn their back. And lawyers, we don't need people to pay us. We don't need to pay anybody to go to court. So when you see injustice, and as a lawyer, you say, I will address this, and you take the matter to court, and it's being addressed, and there's an order stopping such act, you have done something. Justice is for everyone. So private individuals can do what you can do. You can actually go to prison and engage, get a lawyer. Please, I want 10 people out of the prison. Do that. I'm going to give you this. Contribute in everywhere. That is what you should do to also play your part and also become part of this. You can also become part of these civil societies. Be at the administrative role, or even a field player. Help them. Some of them are short of manpower. They need people to go on the field to collect data, to collect evidences, to collect records. You can play your part.
Yes, sir.
So I think that is the way.
Okay. Okay. Now, as we round up, what's your final words? What advice would you have for the society, for those who are victims, or even those who are survivors of a criminal, that's human rights injustice, or how will I put it,
Yeah.
and then or crimes? What would you want to say to them as we round up the program?
There is hope for you. You see, this International Criminal Court of Justice is a place to say that nobody is above the law. And it is also, there is when you get to 18 years, you have signed a contract to be law abiding. And you are also telling the country, I am going to lay down my weapons. I'm going to lay down for the country to fight for me. Nigeria being a signatory to this is telling them that we are still keeping to our promise to ensure that you are going to be protected, to ensure, and that is why the objective or the motto of the police is safeguarding life and property. This is the property, this is the promise the government has given to us, has given to you citizens, that as long as you're law abiding, that your life and your properties will be secured. So there is hope for you. So speak out in the face of injustice. Speak out, speak out, speak out. Get a group to speak out. If you need to protest, protest. If something is wrong happening, you can go and stay before the police division, or even the area commander. Protest. It's your right. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on your right. Protest. People will come out to help you. The world is watching. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In all you have said, I picked something. Injustice done to one, injustice done to all.
Exactly.
Exactly. So whatever we are doing, if you feel okay, it doesn't concern me. That's why he's saying to you, protest. If you see someone who is being, whose right is being encroached on, or somebody who is being maltreated, please speak up. Speak up, not just for yourself, but speak up for everyone. We've been talking about the role of civil society in promoting international criminal justice. As we celebrate today as International Criminal Justice Day, okay, you've heard it. If you know anyone who is being intimidated or any victim, or I don't know, or somebody who is being maltreated, or whose rights, like I said, is being trampled, please speak up for that person, if not for you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
You for joining us to lend the voice to say, please speak up.
Thank you for
Thank you
having me.
so much. So the program is still Good Morning Abuja. Remember to speak up. We'll be back after this break. Please don't go anywhere.